Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, whatever is your time zone. I hope you're feeling wonderful. Today we're going to be talking about Vistaria. You guys wanted me to play it, you guys wanted me to check it out, and here I am right now. I'm currently level 52. It took me about probably not even a day to get there. In the beginning it had a little bit of a rough start because the quest management system is a little bit, it's a little bit janky at times, because the problem with that is that I have noticed that, you know, it does show you sometimes where you need to go, but there's a lot of times where you are just lost, basically. Now, me being 52 now, I'm able to rebirth. That kind of changed now. Obviously, I don't have that anymore. Let's talk about the stuff that I actually think is very nice, first of all. The map design is beautiful. Just the idea is it's big, and, you know, you have places to go, and it doesn't actually always feel that empty, because there's quite a few people playing, and especially if you're in places like the Forsaken Island, or Isles, I'm not so sure right now, but if you're there, you're gonna see a lot of players. Good thing is that you can change servers pretty fast, as you see here, like what I'm doing right now. It's pretty cool, looks very nice. The mob farming and the skills feel amazing. I gotta be honest, that feels really good. Although I do think sometimes it does lack in a few things. Getting really good equipment and items can be somewhat annoying, you know. I'm playing the cleric right now, which is one of a few subclasses that you can have for the character that you play. Whoops, that was bad. And yeah, I think overall playing, and I think that where the game shines is just like, you know, if you really enjoy going around and trying to just like gather mobs around and then AoE kill them. Now you don't need to really do the quests, maybe in the beginning, so you can get to like level 10, get your first class, and after that you can literally just go out and just do whatever you want, basically, and take them out, because that's what I have done. I've done a few classes, a few quests here and there. I've been playing in a party with my girlfriend, and that actually was quite fun. Now, for the long term / the end game, this is where I think the game is going to lag a lot, because at the end, once you get to level 50, you know, once you get to level 50, you can rebirth, right? And when you rebirth, you get like 2 scrolls, and that's that. So the only really good reason why I noticed what rebirthing could technically be for is if you want to switch classes, try out some other classes and stuff like that. That's when I actually thought rebirthing makes the most sense, because you're not really gaining much out of it. The thing that you gain is, as far as I have read online, is that you're gonna get a 5% more EXP boost, which means later on you can probably level up a little bit faster. I mean, 5% EXP is not so good. It goes up to 95%. So on one term, okay, yeah, that could be some sort of an end game, but for me that doesn't really cut it. Now, there is a guild system, there is PvP, but the PvP is kind of like more like ranked into duels, as far as I believe. I'm not entirely sure, because I haven't really found any arena type gameplay or guild versus guild gameplay, but that is also because I haven't been at that stage yet, and I haven't really found a real guild for it. Now, making a guild in this game is pretty simple. It's not really hard. You need about 1,000 of those ether or something coins, as far as I believe. I'm not entirely sure, but it didn't seem to be that difficult. I think it is very much so possible, but I don't know if it really was. I don't know if I remember correctly, but anyways, I know that there is guilds, there's a guild house that you can go to and stuff like that, but I think the game where it really truly shines is the map design, and where it truly shines also is the gameplay when it comes to using the skills. I haven't done a dungeon yet, and I have not necessarily, well, I did farm a few bosses, because this is like what people have told me inside of the game here. They said farming bosses and doing dungeons is like the main way of gaining your characters and stuff like that. So I think that's quite nice. That's quite yeah, commendable. It's pretty good. But that's where it all started to stop for me. Now, playing multiplayer with my girlfriend, I think that's where I had the most fun with it. Just grinding, you know. I like grinding, you know. I get by very well standing here doing this for an hour or two. I can do that. I'm an old World of Warcraft player. I'm an old Fly for Fun player. I mean, we're used to this kind of stuff, right? This is the OGs of the internet, man. This is what we used to do. So I like that aspect of the game. But here's the issue where I just think the end game is lacking somewhat, because because for me personally, there is no real reason actually right now to really rebirth, and this is where the game falls flat for me, and this is where many people have already talked about it, that they are missing a little bit more on the end game on that aspect. I haven't, at least as of now, found the right end game tactics that I could do, because just for a little bit more EXP gain, I heard you can get more skills. I think that would kind of make it a little bit more interesting if when you rebirth that you get a little few more skills. I mean, like skill points, right? That does make a little more sense to me, but overall, I don't know if it's really falling flat on it, because it is heavily based on PvE. I haven't necessarily found much PvP content yet, but that's mainly because I haven't really looked much, because I just recently got to level 53. There's also another really big problem that I had, and that is quest navigation. For a new player, I can see that might be a complete turn off, because the problem with quest navigation in this game is you suddenly have this quest and it shows you where to go in the beginning, and you go like, yeah, that's nice, that's cool. And then I got to the Tree of Life. As a magician, that's one of the 3 paths that you can go to on what class you want to play later on, and I fell down into the spider, I don't know, caves, spider caves I think it's called, and it took me like 30 to 40 minutes to find my way out of it, because I kept running in circles, and I was also in the Tree of Life, which was really difficult for me to get back to, because I just didn't have any way it showed me to. The waypoints when it comes to the quest navigation has been a little bit annoying, to say the least. At least for me that was. But yeah, that's just my experience. Maybe you don't have that experience. Maybe you've been completely cool, you completely got yourself around everything and stuff like that. Then I'm super happy for you. I just didn't. I was a little bit confused. In the end now, it's all about memory, right? In the end now, I know now what I have to do on how to get out of there. You either use one of them stones that teleports you out of it, but there is actually also a way to get out of it too. So it just took me quite some time to actually find that. What happened here? It just took me actually some time to find that. So overall, the experience was fun, but it was only fun for 2 days. That's what I kind of have in mind. I actually also really like that to get to the Forsaken Isles, you have to actually wait for a ship to come. It comes it arrives every 15 minutes, and then you have to wait another 10 or so until it leaves again and stuff, and you have to buy a ticket and actually sit there with other people waiting for it to go as well, which I think was very cool. Gotta be honest, I really enjoyed that. That was really cool. But other than that though, I haven't necessarily found anything that really keeps me really much going after hitting max level. I'm level 53, max level is 55. What I did enjoy though was the questing. I mean, apart from the navigation tab, you know, questing just in general, and the world building, the way the way everything looks, and being able to be the healer and revive people and stuff like that. I think that was pretty cool, and I'm pretty sure that there's more content to it that I haven't discovered yet. But the problem is the game is really bad at telling you this, so I have to go on my own journey. If you're somebody that really enjoys that part of a game where you have to literally explore everything your own without finding or having any clue on where to go, then this game is 100% for you. For me, I'm a dungeon crawler type of guy. You know, I know that this game has dungeons, and they're very important to, you know, master as well, because these dungeons give you really good items. I know that. But overall, in that regard, I guess that's pretty cool. I'm probably gonna be checking it out, because I think the game deserves at least that much of attention, because it was pretty good. It was a pretty good experience. It wasn't like a bad experience. It was a pretty good experience. But overall, in the end of it, I'm probably gonna be continue playing it, trying to see if I can find some interesting end game tactics here and there, and then we'll see over the course of time how much I will enjoy it. I will make an updated video to it, probably perhaps maybe a guide if you guys enjoy that kind of content. And yeah, that's basically it. That's my first experiences with Vesteria. I'm pretty glad that you guys suggested this to me, because I've been having quite a few fun hours in this game, so thank you very much for that, and I hope you guys feel wonderful. Make sure to leave a comment, and I really would like to hear your Vesteria story. Let me know if you enjoy the gameplay loop, if you enjoy the skills, if you enjoy the end game. I think that's the more important one for me, if you enjoy the end game, and how far you got into the game. So just let me know, and we'll see and talk about it in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.